Hello, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss a process and we'll check whether we can insert the data through view or not. We know that views are just a virtual table and it actually does not store any kind of data. But can we insert data through view into base table? If yes, then what is the process? If no, then what is the process and how we can make it updatable? Okay. So all these things we will discuss in this session. So first of all, I will show you one view that we are going to create here, and all these operations we will perform on a simple view. Okay. There is a different scenario for the multiple, or you can say complex view, where we are using multiple base tables. So I will show you one query that I'm using for creating the view. All right, so this is the query that I will retrieve, and this time I'm going to create the view v1 as, and here I'm mentioning the condition select star from Sharmit1 slash emp, where emp id is less than equal to 3. Okay, and this part we will not use for now. This we will discuss in upcoming portion. So if I hit enter on this query, you can see view is created. So I will show you the actual data of that file, which is Sharmit1 slash emp. So this is the actual data from 1 to 7, and if you look at the data which we in the view which we have just created is only 3 records, because we mentioned that thing, right? Now the main topic that we are going to cover today is the insertion process. So can I use insert query on view? So let's see, insert into Sharmit1 slash v1. Okay, we are using view. Now press F4, and here I'm trying to insert the record. Hit enter. Let's say for the employee ID 3, this is already there, right? And we have make it as primary key, so for sure it will give error because it will not allow us to insert the data with duplicate key. So let me show you that, because same thing happen here also, like it will also check for the primary key conditions, and if I hit enter, you can see it is showing duplicate key value specified, which is correct, right? So what we will do, we will try to insert the data for record 8, which is not there, right? So I'm trying to insert for the 8 and I change the respective values. Now what we will do, we will hit enter, so it is inserted. It means we can perform insert operation through view, but is it directly storing it? Although we know that this is just a virtual table, we can't store anything into view. But let's see, if I try to retrieve the query again, v1, still it is showing only 3 record. Why? Because the record that just we inserted is 8 for employee ID 8, and it is not fulfilling the condition given for the view v1, right? But if I hit the same query on emp table, on base table, you can see data is there. So if you are trying to insert data through view, you are applying the insert query on view, then it will insert the data into your base table or main table on which you have created your view. Okay. Alright, so it is clear that it does not store any kind of data. It stores the data only on the main table or the base table. Fine. Now what we will do, we will try to delete this, delete from emp, where emp id is 3, and now I'm trying to delete this. It is deleted. Let's verify the same over the query. Select query, you can see third record is deleted, and if I hit the query for view v1, so it will show that record is not there, because in base table it is deleted. And again, when we are deleting it from the view, it is also that thing we will discuss later. Delete operation we will take separately. Here we are just discussing about the insertion. So you can see if record is deleted from base table, it is also gone from here. Why? Because it is referring that table, right? Fine. Now if I try to insert the data from my view, insert, that thing we will do through program, so that you will be aware of SQLRPGLE also, right? So here you can see I'm declaring one constant, SQL state underscore valid, 5 times zeros, exec SQL. We are setting the commit equals to star none. Then we are inserting the record in simple view, because we are using only one base table, that's why it is simple view. And I'm running the query insert into Sharmit1 slash v1, which is my view name, values 3, emp3 and 300. If this query executed successfully, then we will check for the SQL state. If SQL state equals to SQL state underscore valid, it means it is correct, and it will print the message record inserted. Else it will show the SQL state and give the message query ended with an error, and then doing endif inlar on, and then we are simply going to close this program. Compiled. Now I'm calling this. You can see message is record inserted. It means now record is there. So if I directly run the query on v1, it should show the data because it is also fulfilling the view condition. So it is there. Okay. So through these example, what we understand like whenever we are using view or view name to insert any data, it will insert the data into your base table, because view does not contain any actual data. It is just a replica of the data. It is just a representation of the data. Okay. Now, if you are still trying to insert data into view, then it will store it into the actual table or base table. If it is fulfilling the record that you just inserted, if it is fulfilling view condition, then it will be shown to you. Otherwise it will like you will be able to fetch that data only from the base table, not from the view. Okay. So yeah, these are the things that I want to discuss in this session. Like whenever you are trying to insert data from view, it insert the data but in the base table. Now there is one question: can we restrict this thing? Let's say I don't want to insert any record if it is not fulfilling my view condition, because view is something that I created for a reason, and if it is not fulfilling that condition, then why we are allowing user to insert the data into base table? So that thing we will also see in the upcoming session. Like there are multiple scenarios we will perform, even delete operation. We will also check how what will happen if I am performing delete operation through view, update operation through view, and what are the ways through which we can restrict user to perform modification on the views. Okay. So in this session we just discuss how to use insert query on view, and if we are trying to insert data through view name, then what will happen. So we just see that it does not store any data, it just update the data into the base table, and if that record is fulfilling the base view condition, then it will be populated in the view data when we are doing the query on the view. Otherwise it will not show any kind of data. Okay. So yeah, that's all for this session. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.